I have interviewed $5 million CEO of the company ePossibility, the leader on the market of digital solutions for the enterprises in hospitality industry, particularly in restaurants. ePossibility has already been delivering top-notch results and technical solutions for its clients for over 15 years, being founded in 2008 by Robbie Francis, the actual guest of today's podcast of OpenAI Technologies, and we were able to discuss a lot of interesting matters, particularly how the manual data crunching is being totally reconsidered with the advancement of artificial intelligence, which I think you have heard of if you do not live in the cave. Perhaps even those guys have heard of it. And we are about to hear what are Robbie Francis's thoughts on the advancement of AI in AI and machine learning SaaS businesses, how the companies are adopting it, and at the end of this video you will figure out what is the insight of $5 million CEO on what is the direction in which artificial intelligence adoption is moving, particularly in hospitality industry, and who will be able to outcompete everyone and become the real leader for the years to go on the market. And surely it would be really cool to be able to hear the voices of both of us. However, your loyal servant has truly messed up. I just forgot to turn on the recording of computer audio. Therefore, I will be literally describing you the responses of Robbie, so you are able still to gain insights as well as see the CEO of ePossibility talking. And we began the conversation with just a little chit chat in order to simply warm up our minds and get into more talkative state, just as the person you're talking to is right now in. And the conversation began with the question on what are the main ways AI is being used and thought of in ePossibilities team. And the response of Robbie was unexpected, because I thought that it's gonna be something generic like automating the processes which can be done by AI, or simply talking to ChatGPT here and there in order to get some miscellaneous assistance. But no, Robbie was very eager to provide me with a very particular use case of how ePossibility found out the most optimal way so far to utilize artificial intelligence in their processes. Robbie was incredibly inspired by that. After the feeding transcription of his team's calls to ChatGPT, you were able to obtain very well structured summary of the meeting, and as he went deeper down the rabbit hole, the findings he stumbled upon truly mesmerized him. He realized that not only summaries can be generated by simple feeding of transcriptions, but also follow-up emails for those who were involved and for any stakeholders mentioned. And later on, as we continued our discussion / brainstorm session, me and Robbie reached the conclusion that in fact it's totally possible to build the system of AI empowered agents which are able not only create some summary out of the team meetings transcript, but it's also absolutely possible to convert this one input of data into social media posts, into the automatically formed and sent to all involved stakeholders emails. And as a matter of fact, if we were not constrained by the tight schedule of Robbie, well, that's obvious, he and me would definitely go even deeper into what are the processes which can be automated and delegated to the AI agents. But definitely the findings which we were able to conclude and reach even in these 10-15 minutes were truly impressive. Afterwards, we also discussed the ways this particular automation can be implemented, and we mentioned some no promotion involved, but companies which I'm about to mention, you can send me money. I will not mind.
Also, me and Francis have discussed the importance and the extreme efficiency which will be brought and is actually being brought to restaurants by implementation of voice AI solutions. In fact, we were even able to get the quick demo online of the voice assistant Maya, which was able to interact with me and Robbie in the very amusing way. And the remarkable thing about this voice AI agent is its accuracy and organicness in the pitch of its voice. It's incredibly impressive.
We mentioned Relevance AI, Make.com, Zapier, and in fact a couple of other companies tools which are widely used by companies of all scales around the globe, from newly founded in the garage startups to the full-scale enterprises such as Google and Apple, to build very scalable, efficient, and automated AI agent systems. I think Robbie did get some insight into what are the things he and the team he tries to have as independent as free as possible will utilize in order to reach higher efficiency and productivity within the organization. And the cherry on top of this video, as well as our whole podcast with Robbie, was the following. The question which I, as the person who created the AI startup in hospitality industry, Momaya Restaurant, was particularly interested in is what are the thoughts of veteran $5 million CEO of company which is the leader of presenting digital solutions in the space, is thinking about how fast is the AI adoption happening within restaurants, hotels, and all kinds of enterprises within the hospitality industry. Well, the response was something of what I did not expect to be. Francis said that the adoption is truly not that fast comparing to some other industries. Well, I mentioned just tech because it literally is a case where geeks are building for geeks. So where is artificial intelligence adopted the most fast and the most widely, surely, IT industry. However, keeping talking of the space of our interest, hospitality, Robbie said that for sure, that businesses which will recognize the ongoing revolution within AI agents space, the very similar one to the smartphones 20 years ago. That's actually the interesting comparison me and Robbie talked about. They will be able to increase profit margins, they will be able to serve more customers, they will be able to reach a wider client base on all possible and countless client acquisition channels out there. And those who will miss it are actually facing the risk of being left behind for decades in the future. I will be honest, this particular part of being left, if not adopting now, wasn't explicitly mentioned by Robbie, but considering his tone and overall sentiment of our conversation, it was almost obvious that that's one of the messages being implied when Robbie was providing his pensive response. At the end of the call, at least me, I was a bit frustrated that it had to be finished when we have spoken only for 30 minutes, because it felt like the most interesting part is only about to come. However, as all good and bad things in life, this podcast has reached this final stage. Me and Robbie jumped onto our other calls, and you have been able to get the insights into how $5 million CEO of the company, which is the leader of digital solutions within hospitality industry, is evaluating state of AI and the way it is adopted in the organizations such as ePossibility, and how the businesses within hospitality industry are able to take advantage of this essentially gold rush, because the amount of value you're about to get for the little amount of input is tremendously little. No, it's huge, in fact. But the effort you need to put in is actually tiny. Thank you very much for watching. In case you would love to work with me in order to get certain type of consultation, or you just have desire to build something cool with AI, or increase your profit margins within your business by automating certain processes, feel free to reach out to me on Upwork by following one of the first links in the description below. Leave your opinions on this podcast, what you would love to be changed, except the fact that you would love to hear guests talking as well, and surely press the like button. I will be really happy if you do this. Thanks for watching, and let's build cool things with AI together.